Alright, I'm here. This is the good life that we live. Hell yeah. Alright, I gotta start the video game. This is gonna be super fun. Super fun. Super fun. Where is it? Nice game. Hey, thanks. I get to chill out with my favorite 4 girlfriends in high school. It's the dream. They had to specify that all the characters in this game are over 18. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the setting menu at any time. No. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yeah. Aw, shit. It's Doki Doki. Hell yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Enable content warnings. Hell no. I'll increase the text speed a little bit. Auto forward time. I think that's an option I can turn on. Okay. It's time. Please enter my name. It's me, Neeps. Aw, yeah. The good old days of this song.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Now we get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Maybe. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Neeps.
Alright, fuck this. Voices hurt my throat. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Neeps, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Flicks hair back. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, and when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. You don't need any. You do not need any social skills in college. Just do your work and fucking leave. It's kind of like a job. Unless you want to be like me, a cool guy, and then get friends, have your grades deteriorate to a C-, and then you just kind of roll with it until people are like, man, this guy isn't smart at all. And then you look at him and you say, you have no idea what kind of beast you just unleashed. And then you make the dean's list 4 times in a row.
Hee hee.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. You at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello.
Sayori. She must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm going into your club.
Yeah.
Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I'm gonna give one of these characters a raspy voice. I think they're a heavy smoker. I don't know which one it's gonna be yet, but I'm gonna give someone it. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Sayori
always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Neeps, what a nice surprise. How the fuck you know who I am? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? You want to say something, just say it. Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Girl 3 is so cute. Facts. Cocktober? It's Cocktober. Drooling emoji. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, Natsuki, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Neeps. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh my god, it's Cocktober. It's Dick Sucking Awareness Month. Get spooky, get fisted by a skeleton, shove candy corn up in your pussy, and don't forget to suck some Dracula dick. So put your costumes and go door to door begging for that good Said that to 12 spooky sluts to show that you're ready to get some chocolate-covered dick. Thought-o-ween is up. Wait, what? Thought-o-ween is upon us. If you get this message, you are queen of thoughts. Forward this to 7 of the hot, thoughtiest thoughts that you will, and you know you get some soon. If you don't, be prepared for 9 days of bad luck. Boo! Did I scare you? It's Cocktober and almost Halloween. That means me and my fucking gang coming for your candy with them dicks. Dick or treat. Send us a 10 of your spooky hoes. If you get back, you're a slutty witch bitch. But if you get 10 back, you are the sluttiest the spookiest slut on the block. You've been visited by the thoughty ghost. If you don't send this to 10 other thoughts, you will get no dick this Halloween. Why is that copy pasta so fucking long, dude? Hey, Toasty. Come sit down, Neves. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Twist my stem, plump my butt, treat me like you're a pumpkin slide. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make us some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so there is space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray hand in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii! Ayaya! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I saw some big-ass titties, and some slender thighs, and some equally rounded butts, and I said, that's the club for me. I'm about to get some poom-poom. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can help keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Neeps, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. This voice, I had to give somebody a smoker voice. It needed to be done. Every game that I play that forces me to talk for the character, I will give at least one person a smoker voice. Just so I'm enjoying myself. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing for me. Sorry. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Dude, oh my god, if I had a fucking soundboard. What I was gonna do if I had a fucking soundboard, I would have put that sound on it, and as I'm reading my fucking monologue to myself, I can start fucking pressing it. And then you just hear in the background a faint-ass cough. Fuck! Now you can't picture it with anything other than an old lady smoker voice. Good. That's the idea.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. This game is so cute, nothing bad will happen? Yeah, nothing bad is ever gonna happen. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Why is her name a lesbian genre of manga? Not like I would know anything about that. Bro, you got something to say? How'd you know that? What do you mean by that? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Have a meltdown? Fucking caught. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. Stop being so tsundere. Ayaya. Fair.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing onto oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. By the way, after this club meeting, I need to take a 5-minute smoke break, then we can go to the Starbucks and get some coffee.
Do you have any writing experience? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. And strengthen the bond of the club. Wow, wow, wow. One dude in a room with 4 girls? Dude, right? Mom would never agree to that. Isn't that right, Neeps? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought.
Neeps. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Yeah, I usually get distracted too and can't make very well-thought-out decisions. Holy shit, I got distracted by the booba. I couldn't even get my fucking sentence out about being distracted by the booba that you can't make a coherent sentence. See how powerful booba is? Booba, booba, booba. Ironing board booba. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. I thought you wouldn't join because of my voice. I'm sorry.
If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. But that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Neeps, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Extra homework. Fuck that. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Neeps. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer with with one of, well, perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Man, which booba do I want to go for? Why can't I go for Monica? Man, I don't know, dude. I kind of like the smokers these days. Who likes bed? Bed is probably a cute thing, right? Based on what? I'm gonna go for my childhood friend. I have no idea which one that is, though. Starscape? Oh, shit. I fucked up. I got the smoker. Daydream? Yeah, got you. Now twirl, baby, twirl. Twirl, baby, twirl. Twirl, baby, twirl. Ah, shit. Man, they're all even. Unrequited? Yup. Death? Yep. Uncontrollable? Oh, never mind. It's okay, she's still in the lead. Uncanny. Ah, shit. Oh, they're tied. The socks? Doki Doki. Ah, shit. Everyone's tied now. Despise. Oh my god. How do I get Sayori? Pleasure is absolutely Yuri. Fucking pervert. Crying? Yeah. Dark? Yeah. Pain? Yeah. Unending? Ah, shit. Unstable? Ah, fuck. Extraordinary. Determination. What the fuck? Why do you care about determination? Incapable. Skirt. Clumsy. Bouncy? What you mean by that? Hi again, Neeps. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ah! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Neeps. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan on just come here and hang out or what. Make them kiss? Who? Who? Tell me. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the glove room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Meeps always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
What are these innuendos? Wouldn't you like to know?
I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Neefs can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious of the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori.
Huh? Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Whip's hair, eyes glimmer. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. I have to focus on the voice acting? What you mean? I'm also eating this grinder. I have to look like cute? Huh? You want me to look kawaii desu ne?
Is that so?
Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright.
Hi!
Well, here.
You know, like, Nia? Nia? Nia?
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something that's literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. It's not like that. It's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't really solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could Cupcakes! Yeah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! The fuck? Ooh ah! I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school even have a napping club? You're staying up late again, are you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Pokes fingers together. Is it for me? At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How was it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over the place. Ah! I run my fingertips on the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Now, Kith. Am I negging her? Yeah, I am. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want you to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Ah! That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because there's just some fat-ass booba right there. Too far? Hey, yo! Yo, Copperfield! Why is the teacher okay with this? There ain't no teacher. We're the adults. There ain't no adults either. We don't have school. The whole school is just a big old club. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. She what? You heard her. You heard her. Now what does she mean by that? Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Flips hair. Well, anyway, just tried focusing on waking up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. You've unlocked a new, confidant. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so too, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours, Neeps. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Yeah, I'm sure you're excited to read my poem. It's just gonna say love, hate, unrequited, unbalanced, death, life, kill. That's my fucking poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Stop interrupting, Monica. Hey, nah, Monica's good. We don't talk about Monica, bruh. Don't be talking bad about Monica, bruh. What you doing? What you trying to get into? I'll tag team you with her. Hey, boo. You know? Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper. A sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna go with my girl Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Neeps. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. What you mean by that? You're always listening? I'm thinking you would say you'd always be here to listen. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Neeps. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Where's the option to tell him you straight up don't care about poetry? Or is that the bad end? You can't tell him that. You're trying to get some pussy. You can't say that. What's up, Endo? You can't say that, though. You're trying to get the boom boom. You can't say you don't like it. They don't kick you out. And then your chances, you just lost four opportunities. You can't do that. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways. It ends up being more similar than you think. Hold on. Did I read this? I did. So I think it's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, it's each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you trying the new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Everybody snap, everybody snap. Good poem, good poem. So, what do you think? It's very... broke your finger? Freeform, but that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular these days. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is friends with each other better. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and just tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Neeps. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Ow!
Oh, sorry, I had saliva. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Neeps poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that.
Ahem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to make a wish? Wait, fuck! Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it weren't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No!
Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. But at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast and get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Toast? Maciek? Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. All right, now we should. I'm gonna save the big titty smoker for last. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not like you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Hey, yo, look at this dumb bitch's poem. Everybody point and laugh. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point? Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went to this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Sundre. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, you crack addict, let's go. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building but making them and to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and by learning by example. And trying new things. I also hope everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
I already spoke to the rest of them. You're the last person because I don't like you that much. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologized to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Why am I reading that in a Soaker voice? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club?
Ahem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Quite enjoyable indeed. Yes, very good, Yuri, very good. For a smoker, you do know how to write. Now, if only you could save your fucking money to get a better pen!
Put the packs away, bitch! I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Neeps.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Whew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Neeps did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Niece liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Neeps appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ooh.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Neep started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls stands toward me. I'm gonna lose my voice at this. She does have a lot of fucking dialogue, man. It's not easy. I'm gonna give it a break for now. I'm gonna put it back on her because she deserves it. Or should I commit to it? I might commit to it. I'll regret that shit in the morning if I continue doing it right now, though. Never mind.
Neeps! She's just trying to make me look bad!
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her.
Wait! There's a reason we have many.
We have so many deep and expressive words in our language.
It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
Eve, do you see what the fuck you did? What the fuck, DDLC? Hell yeah. What's up, Nana? You shall call her Barb now? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't degrade. Don't downgrade Tosi to a Barb. What is wrong with you? You understand that, right, Neeps? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Yeah, how did I get dragged into this like Toast is getting dragged through the fucking chat with people thinking that she sounds like a fucking smoker. This is all Eve's fault. Is it bad to sound like a smoker? Yes. I've seen people with the holes in their necks from smoking too damn much. That shit is wild. So we all laugh at Toast or what? If you laugh at Toast, she's probably gonna fucking shoot you. Good night, Ek. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be...
Help me, Sayori!
Natsuki. What? I didn't say that. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
Sayori! Ah!
You go grab food and eat. Alright, enjoy your food, Nana. Yeah, so everyone's fighting because everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Neeps.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. A hug JV for you? I gotta fucking get up again? Oh my god. Okay, I've done the deed, dude.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Well, it's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop!
Before you go, though, can I give JV a hug? You weren't here when I did it before. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Right, I'm gonna scroll up. A bit to where Nana said, "Neppers hug JV for me. Thanks. Bye." Nana sent that at 1919. Right? You sent a message before Nana at 1919. The same minute. I'm not getting up again. Alright? So if you said that shit at 1918, I would have done it. I would have believed it. But you said it in the same fucking minute, bruh. What you mean? Before you go, though, can I give JV a handshake? Hug JV again or I'm gonna lose her. To who? To who? To death? I mean, that's obvious. But to who? That's what I fucking thought. See? I'm too powerful. I can't be left. I'm too toxic. You feel? I'm in her house? I'm in her house. You're in her DMs. We are not the same. Okay. To faceless anime guys that steal your girl, dude, I met one of those faceless anime guys in real life once. I met them in college. That dude was the most bitch-made human I have ever met in my life. Like, he matched the fucking description. Like, he looked emo as shit. His hair was long. He just looked sleep-deprived. I wanted to punch the shit out of him. The dude was like fucking 6'3". And I wanted to deck this bitch so goddamn bad. Just for fucking looking like that. Hentai Pro Tag IRL.
Stop. Natsuki, Yuri.
You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they gave you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are just amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are at the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori strands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is the vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I'm sorry I'm so sexy I can't help it. You sweaty motherfucker! Go take a shower! I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Telling gamers to shower? It's either that, or I take the most powerful hose I got and I put that shit right over you. We can watch the dirt fly off together. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. You can't smell yourself yet, it's fine. Alright, so you leave your room for like 10 minutes and walk back in and see what you smell. That's a good way to tell. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How do I know? Because I was a stinky-ass 17-year-old. And it took me going into my room and saying, bro, you fucking stink. Go take a shower for me to understand. I was like, bro, I thought I was just a squeaky-smelling little boy. I thought I was squeaky clean all the time. Did I use Axe instead of soap? I've never used Axe. Ever. However, my school was very popular when it came to Axe. And every time after gym class, you go into the locker rooms to change, and it's just Axe. Everywhere. Am I now a stinky 20-something-year-old? You don't know how old I am, Yuto? Are you serious right now? You call yourself a loyal viewer? And you don't know how old I am? You're supposed to be stalking me. That's how Twitch works. Felt bad for asthmatics, honestly. Neeps, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Neeps! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Omelette du fromage.
Say it again, Dexter.
Omelette du fromage.
Ah!
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Calling the cops? Why? Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That's a falling off the map, yo! I could voice all the characters falling off the fucking map. Yes, sir! Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion is all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Neeps, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. You're all going to jail. Which one? Horny or actual? So horny jail or jail? Being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah.
Ikuzo! Dun 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 da dun 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 Da da da.
Which one do you think would trigger Sayori? Probably melancholy?
Nope.
Hopeless. Yep, got you. Unrequited. Yes, sir. Charm? Yeah. Secretive. Fuck. Anxiety? What the hell? How is that you? Agonizing has to be Yuri. Passion? Yeah. Imagination? Nope. Pain. Tragedy. Hurt. Alone. Childhood. Death. Cry. Vertigo. Shit. Clumsy. Swimsuit. You got something you want to say, Natsuki? What you mean swimsuit? Shame. Oh, disaster. Oh, it's probably horror. You gonna go join Ek from your own bed far away from his? Alright, you have a good night, you two. Take care of yourself. See you later. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've got a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Neeps. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ah ha ha. I knew it. I can see right through you. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, so that only leaves the one option. Ooh-ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book anyways. Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Neeps to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah! I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ugh. Ah ha ha! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but that's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm here.
But you wouldn't have to come here if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me a little more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Wow. Kya!
Ow, what was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Aha! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ah!
Natsuki!
That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Eee! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you share this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Ooh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. I remember having study hall. That was amazing. A free period is the best period. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Well, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. Why is she holding her hands like that, though? Like her hand is bald? Like her fist is bald, but her thumb is inside of the fist. Do people do that? Oh well. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Neeps. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why is she in the closet?
Neeps, Neeps.
Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, some markers, and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. You're going with me to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with them. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready? Let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest of things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so?
Yep.
We're gonna do poetry. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance. Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kinda dull. Neeps, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like,
Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland.
like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. And I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey Neeps, this is the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, dragging happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us entered the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here.
Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kinda dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box. Reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident.
Yeah!
And Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow.
You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Oh, so it's actually a larger closet. I thought it was just a... Looking into the other classroom, it didn't look like an actual closet. It looked like just a locker. A glorified locker. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Neeps,
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter, since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong places before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's a big-ass bottle of apple juice, but there's nothing in it. That's like half the bottle. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sorry, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah. Sorry, I forgot. Ah. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Meeps. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You're kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did, but sometimes when I tried doing things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Ah! You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? What's in that bottle? Tea? It's apple juice. Come to think of it, I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. I wasn't rushing out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Neeps, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Neeps, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes you not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide in the bump without much success. My bad. Bump? Yeah, bump. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. perfect timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper, too. Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work. Ah, well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who do I show my poem to first? I already did my girl Monica, and then I did Sayori, so maybe I should do Sayori first. Neeps, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? Wow. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? You somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Aha, hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Neeps, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Bars. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Then I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in the bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down becomes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come. In such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks.
I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better.
Writing is like magic.
You've gotten really passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Now we show it to Monica.
Hi again, Neeps. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that.
As long as it's not going bad.
I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know.
Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright, it's pretty good.
It makes you think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. It's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Let's take a look. Save me. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. I've never seen somebody write their cues like that with a little line between it. Oh, with the stripe between the bottom line. Whatever. Sine, cosine, tangent, playing like a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me, load me. Dorky Papega Club. Yeah, oh yeah. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can really change the mood of the poem. Almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel they were trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We show it to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Huh?
It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid. You need to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon.
Poggies! Big old boobs!
It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack.
My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its increments? What is that? What the fuck does that say? Then R? And it is. So increments, yeah. The moon increments its phase. And reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I am merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Parliament. Yeah, Parliament conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I need some water. Hold on, sorry. I got my water. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. But don't you have anything like that, Neeps? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Oh, that's not me anymore. Oops. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable, after all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. What's up, Nasuki? I liked your last one better. Really? Yeah, I can tell you're a little more daring with this one. You're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I wanted to just try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. A lot of people did that in Writers Club in my high school. They use very complicated terms when they really just didn't have to, and it pissed me off most of the time. It's like, bro, why the fuck would you say that? If you read this at a poetry slam, no one would know what the hell you're talking about. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit down at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. That's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what exactly we're gonna be doing for this event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I would never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Just remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poem with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. If you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to find a specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is it something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timings. Perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire where Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. Sophie to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it as... Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori reads her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Neeps liked it. I guess this is a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems won't work quite well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Neeps. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Neeps lower everyone's standards a little before I have to go do it. Wow, okay. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step up to in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
One sec. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. The poem is called Chum. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as they're giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She goes back to her seat. It wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Doing it in front of other people other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise. I would think it'd be the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so... Well, in that case, you won't have to worry about much for the... You won't have to worry about for the festival. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? We'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. For the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Neebs. You don't have to say it. Then whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri decided to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Damn. Alright, well, we gotta go check that now. Joe, should I set up a save point right here? I don't even know. Also, I have no idea if that follow is authentic or not. But you know what? I'm gonna just think it anyway. Wilder, thanks for the follow. I'll find out in like 20 minutes if you unfollow and you're a bot. I don't fucking know, dude. Do I save here? Should I save? I got so many save slots, I might as well, right? I'd walk home with you. Sayori, you don't think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Eh?
But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. Think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? I guess we'll fucking figure that out later, because I don't... Shit's making my fucking mouth throat hurt. Jesus Christ. Ah! Wait. I just tried to exit the game. What the fuck is this? Metaverse, we P5? What the fuck is this? I get free nudes? No mail. Files. Side stories. Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. So I have the side story. I have the part 1 side stories. What the fuck? Didn't I select exit DDLC? Data collected 18%. You fucking siphoning my computer? What the fuck was that? Hello? I guess this is my computer now. That was kind of... Wow. Holy shit. I guess I can see why the game was $15 then. I didn't even know they added that. What the fuck? I had no idea they added something like that. Hold on 1 second. we're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch a video really quick. It's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes. It's called The Trunk. No? Okay, never mind. Not that one. Not that one. We're gonna watch a video. It's 17 minutes. It's called OI. Or maybe it's called Alter. No. It's called OI. Alright, we're gonna watch a short video together. And then, yeah, we're just gonna watch the video together. Alright. You see it? Yeah, you see that shit. Okay. We're gonna watch this together. Alright, you ready? I'm gonna play it.
Yes, it's still here. The same fucking bar, I shit you not. Yeah, okay, buddy. I'll see you later. Great fucking job today. All the way to the top. Yeah, I fly in tomorrow. I'll see you then. All right, bye. A shot of tequila and a glass of your finest whiskey to chase it with. We need to celebrate.
Coming right up.
In fact, pour yourself
There are no
some of the same.
subtitles.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. A little early to be drinking.
No, it's never too early
never
to
mind.
celebrate.
Well, you must be happy if you're buying random bartenders drinks.
I sure am. Last night, I proposed to the hottest woman this side of the Atlantic, and she said yes. And then this morning, I sealed the deal of a lifetime. Express elevator all the way to the top, baby! Up top!
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Oh,
Shit. Oh, I haven't been in here for years. I have some great fucking memories of this place. In fact, 10 years ago to the day, I made my first deal at that table over there.
yeah. Good for you. Nice.
Feels like a lifetime ago. I always wondered if that shotgun was just for show.
Mostly.
Mostly. That's a good one. Should get one of those. Just make sure this guy doesn't get his hands on it.
Yeah.
Oh, relax. Don't do that.
What's his deal anyway?
He's been here open and closed the last 3 days. He just sits there, doesn't say anything.
So leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't have that. This is a day for celebrating. Hey, buddy. Here, get him a fucking tequila. Have another drink on me. There we go. It's a success. Whoa. I understand that you're depressed, but if you accept a drink from a man, you clink his glass.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not really in a celebrating mood. I've had a tough couple of months.
Yeah? Well, so did I.
No, you didn't. You just said you proposed to the
But
hottest
through
girl.
hard work and determination, I turned it all around.
Well, no amount of hard work can turn this around. Nothing can make it better.
I bet you it can.
You don't understand. It's all out of my control.
Let's make a deal. You tell me your problem. If I can fix it, you celebrate with me. If not, fuck, I'll pay for your drinks for a week. Scout's honor.
Fine. But I have two conditions. I tell you at your own peril. I take zero responsibility, you understand?
Intriguing.
And you buy me the drink first.
All right.
Whiskey.
Your turn.
I came up with a genuinely original idea. And I'm the only one who's immune to it.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Wait, immune?
Yes, immune. My wife was the first victim.
Hey,
Sorry. Good morning.
good morning to you too.
Have you seen my pen? My favorite one. You know the one that's got the blue and the red and the black and the thing?
I used to have one of those.
You look tired. What time did you get to sleep?
Decent time. I was asleep. And I woke up from this blast of light behind my eyes, you know? And then it was like 1,000,001 migraines hit me all at the same time for like 10 seconds. And then there was like this pressure inside my skull, like my brain was trying to push right through my head. And at the end of it, I had the most incredible idea.
Well, what is it?
Huh?
Tell me your idea.
So I did. So help me God, I told her. And so that's it. That's the idea. Michelle? Are you okay? Michelle?
It's so simple. It's beautiful.
What the fuck? It was so simple, her mind literally was blown.
Bullshit.
Believe what you want. It happened.
Do you believe any of this? Well, I don't believe any of it. Someone said exploding for no reason would have been on the news or something.
It was on the news, but the CIA suppressed it.
Oh, the old CIA angle.
Yes, the old CIA angle. Turns out they actually do it in real life.
Okay, I'll bite. What happened next?
The police. I phoned them as soon as my brain started working again, and they took me down to the precinct. They started interrogating me. Of course, at this point, they all think I'm a wife killer, and I can't blame them.
They think he's a wife killer. Okay, so how exactly do you kill your wife in a way where you formed a perfect circle, basically, in the middle of her head? And like what, you fucking vacuum pumped her brains out? Like, they aren't they able to tell? I mean, I guess they didn't do the autopsy yet, so whatever. He blew her mind. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Autopsy report came back. Looks like what you said was true. They couldn't find any evidence of physical force.
Oh, they just pointed it out.
So,
Okay.
I can go home?
It'll be a while before we get a detailed report. But in the meantime, we need to figure out what's going on here. I mean, your wife's still dead, and you still have her blood all over you.
Well,
I need you to tell me, word for word, second by second, what happened in that kitchen.
I was in shock. You know, I didn't have time to think it through, so
Come on, Barry. Talk to me, Barry!
I told him my idea.
And then, boom. It's so simple. Why are you arresting him?
I thought this was my darkest moment. I'm cuffed to a steel bed, crying like a baby. My wife is dead. My life is ruined. Turns out rock bottom was still a ways off. I did manage to get some sleep, though. That is until the CIA got involved.
Mr. Moore, this is Agent Groves, CIA. Please tell the woman across from you your idea.
I'm sorry?
Are you serious? You're gonna
The woman
sacrifice
across
her?
from you. Please tell her your idea. The one you told your wife.
I don't understand. Why do I have to tell her the idea?
It's part of the investigation. I believe you are innocent of your wife's death.
She's probably a
Prove
widow
it.
smurf.
I need you to comply.
I told her. Guess what happened?
Boom!
After that, they kept bringing people in. Prisoners, psychiatrists, scientists.
They seriously had this man kill like over 50 people for the CIA. What?
Tell him the idea. Tell him. Tell him the idea.
You'd think you would understand what the fuck is going on after the third person. What the fuck?
Comply if you ever want to get out of here.
I'm not telling her the idea. I'm sorry.
How is any of this even possible?
I don't know how, but I got a theory as to why.
Because of your idea.
No, because of my original idea. You see, every idea that hangs around happens because of other ideas. You take two or more, you combine them together, add a bit of spice, trim it down, whammo, you got a new idea, right? Okay? This is different. Completely original. Now, my theory is human beings can't handle an original idea because they have nothing to compare it against. The brain goes into an infinite loop cycle trying to find some place to slot it in, and pfft, I end up with bits of brain in my beard.
That's a crazy story. Have another drink on me. That's very entertaining.
Well, I'm glad my messed up life entertains you.
It would be heartbreaking if any of it were true.
Okay, you know what? Don't even go there.
What?
You want to hear the idea?
Well, of course I do. I mean, you can't tell a story like that without piquing interest.
No, this is exactly why I told you I accept zero responsibility for telling you my story.
Okay, fine. Let's just say that I believe all of this. How did you get here? To this bar? There's no way the CIA will let you out of their sight.
No, they did. No, they told me to don't travel, don't leave town until we clear you. And then they implanted me with a tracking device. But
a tracking device! Now I know you're lying. There's no way that they would let something this powerful get out in the open.
I am many things, but I am not a liar.
I know a bluff when I see it. And I don't mind being taken for a ride, buddy, but you need to be able to deliver something. Next time, you gotta tell a story that's a little more believable.
Everything I told you is the truth.
I mean, you are.
If I see a dude sitting in a bar, right, and he's been sitting there from open to close 3 consecutive days and he hasn't said shit, and he is telling you that this man, he killed over 50 people by telling him an idea, I would fucking believe it. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna fucking ask you about it.
You are lying. I'm just trying to figure
I want his head to blow
out
up.
what the scam is.
There's no scam. You asked me what was wrong. I told
You wouldn't cook up a story like this for a couple of drinks. You need to be angling for a bigger payoff, like a couple of dollars towards a new life.
There is no scam, okay? Look, hey, look. See this? This is the last thing I have of my wife in the entire world. I couldn't even go to the funeral.
Don't you
know,
fucking
her
rip it.
family said that they would kill me if they ever saw me again.
Oh, so that's your wife now. A photo of some random woman is supposed to convince me that all of this is true.
No, that's my wife. I am not a liar.
Hey, just relax, you guys, all right?
Okay.
Take it easy.
Okay.
Fuck this dude.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
You really willing to take that chance? You just got engaged. Go home to your wife. Enjoy your life.
I'm feeling lucky today. Let's hear it. Unless you want to come clean.
What are we watching? It's a short horror film called OI from Alter. It is about a dude who told his wife a very intricate idea. I paused it. Fuck off. I'm telling you what it's about. Fuck you! Told his wife a story, her head blew up, and then the CIA took him, and then he made 50 more people's head blow up. Now this jackass wants to hear it too.
Fine, I'll tell you. Bartender, I suggest you plug your ears and have a mop handy. This is gonna get messy.
Ah, fuck it. I'm feeling lucky too.
Oh, well, you're both dead. You're both fucking dead.
Okay, well, bring the whiskey over. I don't want to have to reach behind the bar after.
Quit stalling.
This one's on me.
Do I know what he told his wife? No.
There you go. No more wiggle room.
But our heads are gonna blow up too once he tells us, because we're gonna hear the whole story too.
Well, I tried to warn you. Here's my idea.
Oh, thank God we don't have to hear it. Oh my God. It's
It's like nothing I've ever heard before. So simple. It will change everything. Everything can be better.
You're immune. Holy shit. You're immune. Oh my God.
Wait for it.
Boom! What the fuck? This changes everything. Okay, we need to come up with a plan. No, fuck it. Pass me the tequila. Oh, we need to celebrate.
It's so normalized to him, he just doesn't fucking care.
Okay. If I'm immune and you're immune, that must mean other people are immune too. Okay, we need to figure out what makes someone able to handle the idea. Okay, well, I know what we gotta do. You know what we gotta do? We gotta analyze everything that happened here today, come up with a theory, we'll tell some people, hopefully they survive, and then we can spread the idea.
He's gonna fucking shoot him?
How can you stand it? To have this wonderful idea and being able to share it, or the person will die. How could you, in good conscience, tell it to me?
What the fuck? You asked!
Hey. You're the one who dragged it out of me. I will not be called a liar by
You
anyone.
ruined my life because of your ego? Because I called you a liar?
How did he ruin your life?
You couldn't just take the high road and laugh it off? A man is dead because of you.
Yeah, well, he made his choice.
A man is dead because of you. Yeah, him and 150 other people. Like,
Just like you did.
bro, shut up.
Look, you're gonna shoot me? Shoot me. But if not, I suggest you quit your moaning and help me figure this out.
Into his own mouth. Oh, like he did at the beginning of the beginning of the film. Into his own mouth.
Okay. Now, I know it's gonna take you a while to come to grips with this, okay? But we don't have the luxury of waiting. We need to figure this out before the CIA finds out about you.
Boom! Yup, there it is. Well, shit. That wasn't bad. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I like that. You thought the end was gonna be some miss shit. Do not play something else. What the fuck is the matter with you? What is The Mist? What is that? The Mist. That's a movie from 2007. That was not a bad short film, though. I really enjoyed the twisting it back to the original thought of, hey, don't mess with this guy, he might blow his brains out because he's so far gone. And then at the end of the film, he gets the idea, watches someone's head explode, he's like, oh, well, now I'm too far gone. I'm gonna put that gun in my mouth and go blow. Stephen King stuff? I see. That was nice. Blap blap. Cool. Well, I'm mostly. I already told you why I stopped playing the game. I am gonna get out of here for the night. Gasp? What you gasping for? Ugh. Sag? Nah, no Sag. Ain't nobody sad in here. Nah. But it was fun though. Saturday is my free day. So no Doki. Not in the morning. I don't take all that shit. I like free days. I'm out though. Please have a good one. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.